I refused to pay back my friend after she got caught with drugs at the airport and missed our vacation. Me and 3 friends planned this trip to Hawaii for months. We booked everything together to get a group discount, the flights, hotel, rental car, and even some activities like snorkeling and this cool volcano tour. We each paid about $800 plus another $250 for the activities. It was a lot of money, but we'd been saving up forever and we're so excited. The day of the flight, we all met up at the airport super early, like 5 in the morning early. Everyone was tired but happy, taking selfies in the parking lot, making jokes about getting lays, and drinking Mai Tais on the beach. We got inside and started going through the TSA line. That's when everything went wrong. My friend Sarah put her bag on the conveyor belt and the TSA agent's face immediately changed. He pulled her bag aside and asked her to step over to the side. Sarah looked confused but did what he said. Then he reached into her bag and pulled out a vape pen. Not just any vape pen, a weed pen. Sarah's face went totally white. She started stammering about how she forgot it was in there, that she didn't mean to bring it, that it was an accident. The TSA agent wasn't having it. He called over his supervisor and then they called airport police. We're all just standing there watching this happen, not knowing what to do. Sarah kept looking at us like we could somehow fix this, but there was nothing we could do. The cops showed up and started asking Sarah questions. They wrote her a ticket and told her she had a court date in 3 weeks. Then they said the worst part, she wasn't allowed through security. She couldn't get on the plane. Sarah started crying and asking if there was anything she could do. Could she just throw it away? Could she sign something? The answer was no. She was done. Our flight was boarding in like 40 minutes. We all looked at each other, not sure what to do. Sarah was still crying and saying she was so stupid for forgetting about the pen. My friend Matt whispered to me and our other friend Jessica that we should probably still go. The tickets were non-refundable and the hotel wouldn't give us our money back this late. I felt horrible, but he was right. We'd lose everything if we didn't get on that plane. So we told Sarah we were really sorry, but we had to go. She just nodded and said she understood, but I could tell she was upset. We went through security and got on the plane. The whole flight I felt guilty. We had this empty seat next to us where Sarah was supposed to be. But once we landed in Hawaii and felt that warm air and saw the ocean, it was hard to stay sad. We had an amazing week. The hotel was right on the beach. We went snorkeling and saw sea turtles. We watched the sunset from this cliff and ate the best poke bowls I've ever had. We barely even talked about Sarah after the first day. Then we got back home and Sarah texted our group chat. She said she wanted us to pay her back for her portion of everything since she couldn't go. That would be about $350 each. I was shocked. How was this our fault? She's the one who brought weed to the airport. Matt immediately said no way. Jessica thought maybe we should just to keep the peace and not ruin the friendship, but I was on Matt's side. I'm trying to pay off my credit card from some dumb purchases I made a few years ago. I put $350 toward it every month. Paying Sarah back would literally set me back an entire month on my plan. Then Sarah brought up another thing. She was mad we didn't give her the keys to Matt's car. The airport was an hour from where we live, and she had to pay $90 for an Uber home. But here's the thing. Nobody thought to give her the keys. We were all rushing to make our flight and she was dealing with the cops. It's not like we deliberately left her stranded. Sarah kept texting saying we were bad friends and that we abandoned her. She said if we were real friends, we would have stayed home with her or at least helped her out now. I felt bad but also annoyed. Like, yes, it sucks what happened to her. But she made the choice to have that pen in her bag. She knew weed wasn't legal in our state. She's 26 years old, not a teenager who doesn't know better.